Welcome back. Today's episode is all about the chrome truck, so let's check it out. All right, so the last time you saw the chrome truck, it was just a white cab, primered roof, primer hood, just gel coat fenders. And obviously the first thing you notice is the paint job. Vince and his guys at Moore Park Auto Collision, I think is what it's called, handled all the paint on this. So they did paint and body work, and they did this beautiful like white pearl with the gold stripe and like a nice blue with like a kind of like little flake in it, kind of like the same blues, like the blue ZR2 that we built. Since the beginning, I kind of wanted like the white, you know, two-tone with the blue and the white, and that's kind of the owner's colors. And then obviously threw the gold in there just to tie in with the rest of the truck. But yeah, they did a great job on this. If you look through here, all the body lines, you know, line up through there, and they even in the jams and everything there, it's all done. So it came out really nice. And then they had the inside of the fenders all Line-X like we usually do, so they got that all handled for us as well. You guys have seen this truck a lot in the shop, but we'll just give you like a quick once over on the whole thing. As far as for us, we're done with this. It's going home next week. Owner's taking it back home to Texas, and then he has an upholstery shop lined up in Texas, and they're gonna handle the carpet, the headliner, and door panels and stuff like that. From outside, it's 100% done. It's functional. It hauls frickin' ass, so it's a lot of fun. So that LS7 in there is a screamer. So we'll start up there, we'll pop the hood and show you everything under there. And everyone asks what this hood is, and I just found it online because there's not too many options for this body style for a fiberglass hood. So I just literally Googled it, and this is the one that I found, and so that's what we were in. So, and I don't even know who makes it. Under here, we got a lot of, you can see the frame powder coat is all custom metal flake powder coat. There's a bunch of chrome, a bunch of ARP, stainless polished hardware, a bunch of anodized gold, you know, big air cleaner, billet air cleaner. LS7, it's got the ID designs, front accessory drive, it's got a DC power alternator, Mazier, big billet water pump, a bunch of ICT accessories in there as well. Just a lot going on under here. We made this whole panel cover all the front up here, all aluminum, powder coated, same as the chassis. It's got our fender washers in there. We got hood pins. You see I'm holding the hood. The hood prop's not done yet, but we'll wrap that up like next week. It's got our swing set steering, so we got the power steering reservoir right there. All Earl's crimped fuel lines. You see me make those before, so all Earl's crimped lines throughout for everything. It's got our bump caps up there. It's got custom brake pedal assembly. It's all manual brakes, so we got Tilton Masters with a custom pedal, and then all big 6-piston Wilwood brakes all the way around. Big CBR radiator in there. Power steering cooler here. Oil cooler on this side with 2 fans on each one, 2 fans on the radiator. And if you notice, the coolers and the radiator, they're all polished. All the housings are polished. The fan shrouds are all anodized gold. All the hardware that holds everything together is like ARP stainless. So there's just endless amount of details on this thing that would just really takes like days to really go over every little detail, because you find little things everywhere in this truck, like little bolt-on brackets here, or a little fender mount, and just stuff everywhere. So yeah, so basically this thing just started as a frame and a cab, and everything else we built from there. There's some lights hidden in the grill here, some horns in there. We got a bunch of KC lights everywhere, so at nighttime this thing just glows. Just, you know, they're all clear lights, so the whole thing just glows at night, really shows off the chrome. So we'll close that. Close is nice and easy. So up front we got trophy truck style push bar bumper up here. And no, we don't make this. You can't buy it and bolt it on your truck. This is all these tubes. Everything ties into the chassis, so you can actually really hit something with this if you wanted to, but obviously you don't want to hit anything with this. And we did aluminum valance. We got that polished, so the whole front of the truck's just like a big chrome Peterbilt. You come underneath, skid plate, polished anodized gold. The mesh behind it is polished aluminum mesh. The side little skid plates are polished perimeters with anodized gold mesh. So kind of like a little offset two-tone right there. It's got our fabricated cross members, all RPI 12 points, the lower arms and spindles, chrome plated. This is our long travel kit for 07 to 18 Silverado 1500 two-wheel drive. And if you want to see more of like all the stuff I'm talking about, go back in the videos and just watch as we're building this thing. So we pretty much go over everything that's on this truck multiple times. Just giving you a little refresh right now. Yeah, moving along, I guess we'll just show off the dash a little bit. So it's got a Fiberworks dash. We built the console. We did all the analog style Hale gauges, which they're actually digital. So it's all CAN bus. So they all just literally link together and then you just program it all. We didn't have room for like a big LCD screen in there, so we went with this style. And then we ran the Flaming River tilt column. So this actually is a tilt column. So turn signals works too. You can see, turn signal. So all that stuff works. So all Motec PDMs, and it's got a Hale EFI. So Ian at Triumph Performance, he wired this whole thing, did an outstanding job. Everything works just the way it should. Then we got front and rear cameras, so we can, if I leave the covers off the GPSs, we actually can just watch front or rear camera if we want. So backing up's easy. It's got a nice camera back there. PCI, race radio, headsets. It's got 5 headsets, you know, because it's a 5-seater. It's got fire extinguishers throughout. So there's 2 in the cab, there's 2 in the back, and it's got a suppression tank. As you can see, the dash and the console are done, but it's gonna get full carpet and headliner. So if you look right now, it's just all raw. And we got a bunch of KC lights in there for dome lights. So it gets pretty bright in there. Rear view mirror works really good. It's got PRP seats on just these regular billet sliders. It's got our gas pedal, custom brake pedal as well, and some cool little billet vents for the AC. The back seat, it's got a bunch of stuff in it. Got a bunch of camera gear back there for this guy.
Relax. I just want to take some pictures.
It's got a bench seat in the back. So a full bench in the back, so you can do 3 across the back and 2 in the front. Then moving along to the back, it's got our short course link setup, 18-inch 3.0 IBP King coilover, race series, big compression adjuster, big finned reservoirs, CBR trans coolers in the back. So those were also polished. The fan shrouds were all polished in anodized gold. You see all the hardware is all ARP hardware holding all that together. This truck actually unbolts. You can see more of that on our other videos of this truck. So we could unbolt this, unbolt all the cage from the chassis and from the front, and then we could actually take the cab off. Rear cycling about 20 inches, and the front's right at like 20 as well. So it's a pretty balanced truck. It's got a Jazz Jeep Speed fuel cell in the back with our cradle, and that's all chrome plated. Rear end's chrome plated. It's got a TubeWorks billet, 3rd member, anodized gold. It's got a 543 gear, 40 spline axles, 14-inch rotors all the way around, 6-piston calipers all the way around. You can see the brake dust from driving over here. So brakes work really good, minimal effort, and handbrake works really well too, which is really important. Yeah, back here we got some more backup lights, fuel filler, amber lights. It's got our dual battery tray right there with 2 Optimas, our spare tire strap that Alpine makes for us. And then obviously Innovate, a G500 beadlocks with ARP stainless hardware for the beadlocks, the Tech Light rings. Dry sump tank over there because it's an LS7, so it is a dry sump system. 37-inch Toyo 1350 17s. And yeah, and I forgot what year this actually started out as, but it's like I want to say it was a 2010. But yeah, nothing much left from when it came to us other than some of the frame and the cab. Everything else, we pretty much threw everything away and started over. It's going to be a super fun truck because it's very similar to the gray truck that we built years ago. This is just kind of the updated, up-to-date version with a little bit better parts. Can't wait to see some videos of this thing getting rowdy out in Texas. All right, so there you have it, the chrome truck. It's all wrapped up, ready to go home. Like I said, if you want to see anything else on this truck, go back on our YouTube, watch all the old videos of this truck through the build and the whole process. But I think it's time we go have a little bit of fun in it before it leaves.